Hello, this is Chill Computer Guy. We're here in Bitwig Studio. We're going to talk about a starting template. We're going to start out with an 8-track template. This whole template is based on Propellerhead Reason. It's based on that mixer. And so we're going to basically set up a track, which we can EQ, we can push the compressor, we can also sidechain from that track, and then we're going to duplicate that 8 times. We'll just take you through it real quick. This is the default when you open Bitwig. We're going to go ahead and delete this. Delete that, delete the send effect, delete all those tracks. We're going to go ahead and close this browser down, give us more space. We're going to start off by right-clicking and creating an instrument track. Okay, once we're in an instrument track, we're going to load this up with a few things. We're going to load it up. We're going to start out with a tool. Okay, and then we're going to go from a tool, we're going to go right into a compressor. After the compressor, we're going to load up some dynamics. We're going to turn the dynamics off. This is something we're only going to use for side chaining, so we're going to turn that off by. We're going to then load up a EQ5, and then that's pretty much it. So the instrument track will start out with a tool, which will push into the compressor. The dynamics will be turned off except for side chaining, and then an EQ, which you can EQ each individual instrument to taste. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and name this track. Just name it blank track, okay? We're going to control duplicate this, control D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times, alright? And then we're going to go back up to 1. We're going to hit space 1. We're going to go to 2, hit space 2. Basically name these is what we're doing. 8, whoops, shit. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the mix tab down there, and we're going to go ahead and delete the last 4 of these. That way we only have the 4 scenes there. So we got 8 tracks and 4 scenes, which is a good comfortable amount to start a song without being overwhelmed. We'll turn those a nice cool middle gray color. Going down the right here, we're going to actually create some send, create effects track. We're going to duplicate this 4 times. On the first one, we're going to put a little bit of the reverb in there. The first track will be the reverb. The second track, we're going to put a little delay in there. Just the delay 1 is good. The third track, we're going to go ahead and throw some chorus in there. And the fourth track, we're going to put a little distortion in there. There you go. And that takes care of your send effects. So you have a reverb, a delay, a chorus, and a distortion. And then go ahead and hide those. Go ahead and hide those send effects because you have them all here. And then going down the side here, this is going to hide our scenes. We're going to leave that open. We're going to make them narrow. We don't need our meters yet. Our effects we want to keep on. Our sends we want to keep on. Our in and outs, we don't need that. That just adds a little clutter. Again, we hide our send effects. And then we can show the AB we don't need, and then we don't want to show our hidden tracks. We're going to go to the master. We're going to put a peak limiter on there. Go ahead and throw a peak limiter on there. And then that pretty much takes care of the basic template. So as you can see, each track will start out with a tool, feed into the compressor, and then into the EQ. Kind of similar to the Propellerhead Reason mixer, which I think is one of the finer mixers in all of the DAW market. Another thing you can do is go ahead and double click and create a MIDI clip, and go down to your A. And there's your A0. Go ahead and fill in all your white notes. You probably already know this trick. And then that should be all of them minus that one. Go ahead and take this, hold down Control. We're going to go into the Edit panel, pull this down, hit Control A, and then we're going to push these one to the left. And we're also going to bring them to the B. Okay? So basically what you got is you got a B minor scale in here, but it's beyond the starting point. So now if you fold this, if you go back to your mix and you fold this down, so basically we have 5 octaves of the B minor scale. And then of course you can type this in minor. Go ahead and type in the B minor there, and then that way you know what's going on with that. Go back to your mix arrangement, or to your arrange. Go to your arrange page, and now what you want to do is you want to actually click onto this, so that way you can see your scenes and your arrange page, and then you push this over. That way you have all 4 scenes, and then you also have an area where you can arrange your track. And so that's pretty handy. So just to review what we got, we have 8 tracks, we have 4 scenes, we have 4 bars worth of arranging right here, and then we have a whatever scale. This is B minor. Let's say I'm going to write my track in B minor, and we put a B minor MIDI clip, which we put our B minor scale in, pushed our notes beyond the 1-1, and then folded it down. That way you can write your MIDI information, make sure you're in the B minor scale or whatever scale you want to be in. And it just makes it really easy to open the program and just get right down to business as far as creating a track and limiting the amount of setup it takes to really get it going. And then once you get your tracks going, then you can come in here, you can EQ, you can compress, you can sidechain. It's all there, it's all laid out, it's all ready to go. And then of course you can save this out. File, save as template. B minor. So JWC 8-track with B minor. That's pretty much it. Hit OK. Now what you want to do is go there, go over to options, go to preferences, and then under your template, click right down here, go use a template for a new project. Okay, you're going to click here, you're going to go to JWC 8-track B minor, hit OK, hit OK again, and now if you close down the Bitwig Studio and then you reopen it, you'll see you have all your stuff all set, ready to go. You can jump right in here, start making music. Very nice, very sweet. And again, if you wanted to further this template, you could actually go in and put all your instruments in here, your favorite, put your drums on track 1, maybe your percussion on track 2, maybe sub bass or bass on 3 and 4. You could put your leads and your pads, your arpeggiator. You could even put some audio tracks in here, You could push this out to 16, 24, 64, go crazy with it. But the fact is when you launch the program, you're in an environment where you can get right to work. And again, you could also duplicate this and make, if you're going to use a B minor, a C major, whatever, and leave your scales down here, leave a whole column full of nothing but MIDI clips of various scales, that your favorite scales and whatnot to work in. Chord progressions, you could put your chord progressions down here, all kinds of stuff. But basically that way when you launch the program, you're ready to work, you're ready to go in there and you're ready to make music. There's nothing worse than launching a program and feeling like you need to play catch up before you can start. It's a terrible feeling, let me tell you. Anyway, this is Chill Computer Guy. I hope you enjoyed today's little lesson, and stay tuned and we'll have more short tutorials to come. Thank you very much. Subscribe, like, comment. I like comments. Comments are always good. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.